Now we turn back to nouns. Every noun in the Greek language is assigned a gender. Now remember, when we talk about gender, we're not talking about a biological reality or natural gender or anything like that. It's simply a grammatical category. So every noun in Greek will either be masculine, feminine, or neuter in its gender. Now, usually these nouns are fairly easy to tell what gender they are by the endings, but it's not always the case. And so the only sure way to know what the gender of a noun is when you learn the word, notice the list that it's in the vocabulary lists at the back of the grammar. The nouns are listed according to the gender that they share. So the masculine nouns are listed together when you first learn some masculine nouns, feminine nouns listed together, neuter nouns listed together. So when you learn them, take special attention as to what gender the noun is as you learn it. The Greek word that we will use as a model word for the masculine nouns is the word logos, which actually means word. So if you look at the table, this is the paradigm for logos. And we'll go through each one. If you want a singular nominative masculine word, it would look like logos. You see the ending is os, the stem is log, and it is a word. The nominative case, remember, indicates the subject of the verb. So the word is the one doing something in that sentence. The masculine singular genitive is logu. Now we'll see the stem is the same as the nominative, log, but the ending has changed. So we've gone from os to u. And the genitive, you'll remember, is the case of possession. So we might translate that as of a word, something belonging to a word or something like that. Next is the masculine singular dative form, and we have logo. Here the ending is this omega with a iota subscript. You may remember I mentioned before that the iota subscript is a characteristic way of indicating the dative singular ending, and so it is here. Logo, for a word, or to a word in the dative case. The masculine singular accusative form is logon. Again, the stem, log, is the same, but the ending, on, has changed again. You've got an omicron and a nu, or a ni, indicating the accusative case. The accusative case signals the object of a verb. So something has happened to this word, or maybe a word has been spoken. Now we move to the plural forms of masculine words. Masculine plural nominative of logos is logi, or logoi, with the Erasmian pronunciation. The masculine plural genitive form is logon. The masculine plural dative form is logis, or logois, using the Erasmian pronunciation. The masculine plural accusative form is logus. So we can see here with these endings that change, they indicate that the word logos is either nominative singular, genitive singular, dative singular, accusative singular, or nominative plural, genitive plural, dative plural, or accusative plural. This information that these endings indicate is extremely important for reading Greek. Because remember that Greek does not rely on word order to tell you which word is the subject of a sentence or which word is the object of a sentence. These endings indicate subject, object, indirect object, or possession. Not all masculine nouns follow these endings exactly. And it's worth taking a look at a very important example in the New Testament, the word for Jesus. The Greek word for Jesus is Jesus. Now you'll notice that this is an example of a word that doesn't fully inflect, which means we don't have a full set of noun endings for this word. Take a look. The nominative singular of Jesus is Jesus. The genitive singular is Jesu. But the dative singular is also Jesu. Okay, so the genitive and dative forms are the same. The endings do not tell us whether it's genitive or dative, and we need to look at the context for that. If the article accompanies the name, then we will know which case is being used because the article does distinguish between the genitive and the dative. So if it's to Jesu, we know it's the genitive. If it's to Jesu, we know it's the dative. And finally, the accusative singular of Jesus is Jesun. There are no plurals of Jesus in the New Testament for theological reasons.